when I was younger, my parents would always tell me to sit still. Even at an early age, I was always talking, always moving, always thinking, and always doing. At 4, I would create fake homework for myself so that I had something to do. At 6, I was filling up my afternoons with art classes and activities, and by age 10, I was balancing school, a social life, and extracurricular activities. I couldn't sit still. In fact, I was always busy, and I was proud of it. I loved checking things off of my list. I loved the praise I received for being so accomplished at such an early age. I loved being busy, but I also relied on it. When the COVID-19 pandemic hit, my world was shaken. I went from sometimes going days where I'd have no time to myself to days spent with myself exclusively. My busy schedule and what I thought it provided me was gone. I didn't know what to do with all the time that I had, and the thought of it made me uncomfortable. Over time, I realized the root of my complex feelings was that I had previously kept myself so busy, I didn't know how to understand myself and my needs or how to meet them. Instead of interacting with myself and enjoying downtime, I had previously relied strictly upon the praise and pride that my busy schedule provided, and without those things, I was going to need to make a change. So, like many of you, I took up a few hobbies, and I found that I could relax and rejuvenate myself through these tasks. Additionally, I learned that it was okay to take a nap or scroll my phone every once in a while, and as I implemented these changes, my happiness increased. Once again, I had found a way to thrive. But of course, the pandemic ended, and with that, my busy days returned. While this would have made me happy many months ago, making the shift from having free time to having little to no time to decompress really stressed me out. I realized that the constant activities I once thought were causing me to thrive now seemed like they were weighing me down. I needed free time, but also felt like it was impossible for me to obtain. As I searched for a solution, I realized that I wasn't the only one who felt this way. Some of my friends felt similarly weighed down because of school and sports, and even adults seemed to feel the same way regarding their work. I began to wonder, how can we balance the demands of responsibilities like school and work with the simple need to relax and take care of ourselves? What I, as well as researchers across the globe, have found is that all of this boils down to the stress and busyness that consumes us. According to a study done by Healthline, more than 70% of students said that they constantly, if not always, are stressed about schoolwork. Similarly, according to a 2018 study done by Pew Research Center, more than 60% of adults said that they feel like they are at least partially too busy to enjoy their lives. The issue lies here. Both of these statistics prove that over half of people are too stressed and busy to find time for themselves and to do the things that they enjoy. When we let things like school and work consume us, we become unable to allow ourselves the proper amount of time to care for and rejuvenate ourselves, which is 100% necessary to our mental health and also success. But how does someone consumed with work and burdened with motivated stress protect this necessary free time? For me, it seemed impossible. Even now, I can't be writing a poem or reading my book if I have a big test the next day. While we can't put things like school and work on hold, we also can't continue to give up the time we need to decompress, to do the things that we enjoy, and to simply be with ourselves. So, what can we do? We as individuals must find ways to carve out free time, but that's the easy part. The key to truly finding free time is protecting it, and we can break that down into simple steps that allow us to gain the benefits of free time in every way. First, we must protect the time itself. We protect time in our daily schedules to study, exercise, work, and do other important things, and it's time to start making room to do things for ourselves as well. Think about your day-to-day schedule. Where can you find time to relax? Though this might call for some adjusting, I suggest setting aside a specific time specifically for yourself. For example, my friend has adjusted her after-school routine and sets an alarm for 5 p.m. that tells her to start her homework. This ensures that she has time to relax after school and also that she still gets her assignments completed on time. Personally, I allow myself to relax after I eat my dinner every night. I set a timer, and for an hour, I watch a show, journal, or do whatever else I feel like in the moment. Regardless of what you choose, by setting aside time for ourselves each day, we give ourselves the gift of relaxation and redemption and allow for healthy habits to be formed. Next, we must protect the purpose of our free time. Think about it. Why are we doing this in the first place? We want time to relax and to do the things that we enjoy, and if we're not careful, this can turn into the opposite. For example, we can say that with our free time, we choose to study, work, or do one of the other numerous things that we feel like we have to do. But even if we choose to do these things, they won't have the same effect as doing something enjoyable. To resolve this, I suggest making a list of what you won't do during your free time and sticking to it. By excluding the things that we have to do, we make room for what we want to do, which is the point of this process in the first place. Finally, we must protect the consistency of this time in order to ensure that we are able to properly rejuvenate ourselves every day. For example, people are inclined to say that they're really busy on a certain day and that it's more beneficial to continue studying, working, or doing whatever else consumes them than to go through with it, but it's not. By excluding this allotted free time on days when we are continuously working, we defeat the whole purpose of implementing this system in the first place. It is highly likely that days where it seems easier to skip free time are indeed more stressful than average ones. The point of this time is for allowing ourselves to de-stress, not for creating a window to stress more. We definitely are not made to simply work, participate in, and attend to things because we have to. While yes, it is important to ensure that you're upholding your responsibilities, it is vital to our mental health to protect time just for ourselves. If you find yourself constantly being told to sit still, maybe that's a sign that you should take a step back and relax. By protecting free time, its purpose, and the consistency of it, we can create happier minds and better lives. Thank you.